Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? It's an honor to have you all here today. My name is Dr. Bedell, and I am your school superintendent. Thank you all for being here tonight and offering your opinions on improving our school district. Let's get started. Buenas tardes a todos. ¿Cómo están? Mi nombre es Dr. Bedell y soy el superintendente de escuelas del condado de Anne Arundel. Gracias a todos por estar aquí esta noche y ofrecer opiniones sobre cómo mejorar nuestro distrito escolar. Empecemos.
What that? Sorry.
Good. I want to thank our student, Andrea, for what you did in having the courage to come up and offer that remark.
Estudiante Andrea por tener la valentía de venir y ofrecer su flyer.
Thank everyone who is in here today for coming also.
Por estar aquí hoy esta noche.
We also want to acknowledge our hiring tables for HR, the Department of Health, and the Police Department. They are here for any one of you that may have an interest in wanting to work with any of those entities.
También queremos reconocer que están aquí presentes 3 entidades, recursos humanos de las escuelas públicas, el Departamento de Salud y la policía, y están afuera para darle.
I also want to thank Tyler Heights Elementary Principal Julia Walsh and all other administrators and staff who are here tonight.
También quiero agradecer a la señora Walsh, la directora de la escuela Tyler Heights, y todo el personal escolar que está aquí.
Testing. Okay, so you can use that.
Pensé que me podían escuchar. Sorry.
All right. And then I don't know if she is in here, but I know that our board chair who represents this area, Dr. Joanne Tobin, will be here tonight, so we want to go ahead and acknowledge her.
No sé si está presente aquí, pero la directora de la Junta Educativa, la doctora Tobin, si no está aquí, ella va a estar con nosotros más tarde.
All right, so as we get ready to get into the presentation, I do want to just introduce myself to the community, just as I've done in all of the other communities.
Antes de comenzar la presentación, quiero introducirme a la comunidad como lo he hecho en todas las otras noches.
I am a young man who grew up in Rochester, New York.
Joven que creció en la ciudad de Rochester, New York.
And I have a tremendous amount of educational experience. I have worked in the Houston Independent School District where nearly 65% of our students are Hispanic.
He trabajado en el distrito escolar de la ciudad de Houston, donde el 65% de los estudiantes son de herencia hispana.
I have worked in the Baltimore County Public Schools for 4 years as an assistant superintendent.
Trabajé en el condado de Baltimore como un asistente superintendente por 4 años.
I have worked in the Kansas City Public School District for the last 6 years as superintendent, where we had the largest English language learning population in the state of Missouri.
Y trabajé por 6 años en el distrito escolar de la ciudad de Kansas City, donde tenemos el más grande porcentaje de estudiantes de aprendizaje.
So I have a lot of experience in how we need to do our job as educators to make sure that we're serving our Hispanic population, our ELL population, and our Latinx population.
Mucha experiencia en saber cómo servir a la comunidad latina, hispana y Latinx.
So let's get into the presentation on how you all can help us help shape this school district as we get ready to embark on our 5-year strategic planning process.
Entonces vamos a comenzar la presentación de cómo nos van a ayudar o apoyar ustedes para cómo vamos a mejorar la educación de nuestros hijos.
This is our 100-day entry plan, and this plan is a plan that's posted on our website that outlines all of the things that I have come in to do to learn about this community during the first 3 to 4 months of my tenure.
Este es el plan de los primeros 100 días desde que yo comencé como superintendente, y ahí está esto en el sitio web y indica todas las cosas que queremos hacer.
There were 5 areas that I wanted to focus on in working with our community. Number one, focusing on building relationships with our school board.
Hay 5 áreas en las cuales me quiero enfocar. La primera es, como dice ahí, desarrollar una administración unificada para el distrito escolar, mejorar las relaciones.
Number two, taking a deep look at our curriculum to ensure that we have a curriculum that represents all of the beauty that's offered in this school district. And so that's the work that we're doing right now.
Y el segundo es tener una investigación muy profunda sobre el currículo escolar para ver cuáles son todas las cosas que podemos hacer para ayudar a los estudiantes.
But most importantly, having a curriculum that will ensure that regardless of how our students show up, we will help grow them socially, emotionally, and academically.
Pero más importante que nada es un currículo que no importa cómo llegan los niños a la escuela, que nos podemos ayudar a desarrollarse socialmente, emocionalmente y académicamente.
Number three is about organizational effectiveness and how well are we providing customer service to respond to the needs of our parents, our community, and most importantly, our students.
La tercera parte tiene que ver con el servicio al cliente, que son cómo mejorar, I lost the second part of that actually. The customer service.
For families, students, and parents.
Y en mejorar el servicio al cliente, que son los padres, los estudiantes y las familias.
And then area number 4, focus on creating a culture of trust in how we treat our faculty and staff members.
Y la cuarta es crear una cultura con confianza con los empleados.
And then finally, what we're doing today, which is pretty much the end of our 100-day experience in learning this school system, being able to build and create a culture of trust with the community at large by making sure that we're able to hear from all of you in our respective communities.
La última parte, que estamos ya casi al fin de los primeros 100 días y tiene que ver con crear una comunidad, confianza con la comunidad, obviamente ustedes, padres y familias.
So here you can see a number of organizations that we have met with, and we have met with so many different entities across this county because our goal is to make sure that we are getting input from everybody around what's working well in our system and what are the things that we possibly need to change, and then also what are the things that people want to see happen for the future of our county.
Aquí ustedes pueden ver diferentes organizaciones e identidades con las cuales nos hemos reunido en el condado, porque queremos ver no tan solo qué es lo que ellos nos pueden ofrecer, pero qué hemos estado haciendo bien en nuestra comunidad.
Additionally, we conducted a series of listening and learning tours, and you can see all of the different areas in this county that we have visited. Tonight, January 4th, is our focus with Tyler Heights in this community. We will still have 2, 4, 5 more to do after tonight.
Adicionalmente, pueden ver los lugares donde hemos hecho nuestra gira de intercambio. Hoy estamos aquí el 4 de enero en la Escuela Primaria de Tyler Heights y aún tenemos otras paradas en nuestro recorrido.
So what will happen is we will take information that we will gather from you all tonight, in addition to the other 16 listening and learning tour events that we've had, and we're going to take all of that data and we will utilize that data to figure out what the emerging themes are. It will all be placed in a post-entry plan that will be available for the community to view around the 5 areas that I've come in to discover.
Entonces vamos a tomar toda la información que estamos colectando en nuestra gira, la vamos a poner en un nuevo plan estratégico que se va a enfocar en las 5 áreas de las cuales hablamos.
That information then will be used to provide us with some foundational information to start developing a 5-year strategic plan. That strategic planning process will begin in May of 2023.
Entonces, para la información que vamos a obtener de recaudar, la vamos a poner a plazo para un nuevo plan que se va a llevar a cabo en 5 años, que se va a comenzar a detallar en mayo del
2023. I don't know if I'm clicking this thing in the right direction. Okay. So we have 4 areas that we want to focus on within our strategic plan. And the first one is equity. We believe as a school district that we have to apply an equity lens in everything that we do to ensure that we're servicing our community in a fair and equitable manner.
Tenemos 4 áreas en las cuales nos queremos enfocar en este nuevo plan. La primera de ellas es la equidad. Nos queremos enfocar en la equidad en nuestra comunidad escolar.
We also want to innovate. We think as a school district that we have opportunities here to redesign how we conduct schooling in this county. And we want to make sure that we're a much more modern school district than where we currently are.
También queremos ser innovadores. Queremos innovar la manera educativa en la cual enseñamos en este condado para seguir adelante.
It's important for me to share with you that we have a really good school district. Our goal is to go from good to great.
Es importante para mí compartir con ustedes que tenemos un muy buen distrito y queremos ir de bueno a súper, a maravilloso.
The third area that we want to focus on is development of our students socially, emotionally, and academically. We want every single one of our students growing in all 3 of those areas.
La tercera área en cual nos vamos a enfocar va a ser en el desarrollo social, emocional y académico. Queremos que todos los estudiantes crezcan en estas áreas.
And then the final area is, press the wrong button. The final area is to ensure that we incorporate the Maryland Blueprint Plan, which is law, into the strategic plan also.
La área es que queremos cumplir con el plan de Blueprint de Maryland, que es la ley.
So let's talk about some of the areas that I've discovered that at this point concerns, right? I want to make sure I said that right. Okay. So we want to talk about some of the concerns and some of the things that we plan to do about some of those concerns.
Vamos a hablar en el área de los desafíos que tenemos y que hemos encontrado.
So right now we are educating an increasingly diverse school district, not just by our demographics of students, but also by the needs of our students.
Estamos diversificando en nuestro sistema escolar, no tan solo por el número de estudiantes, sino en términos de las necesidades de ellos.
So you can see some of our data here with the data trends. This is over the last 10 years. You can see that our white student population has declined by nearly 6,200 students. African American population has increased by a little bit over 2,000. Look at our Hispanic or Latino population. It has doubled. In fact, that number is probably closer to 18,000 students now, so we're rapidly growing. Our multiracial population is at 5,200. Our Asian population has jumped up to 3,200 students.
Puede ver en esta gráfica cómo ha cambiado la raza de nuestros estudiantes. Pueden ver que en la primera los estudiantes blancos han disminuido aproximadamente unos 6,000 estudiantes. Los afroamericanos han subido por aproximadamente 2,000 estudiantes. Los latinos se han duplicado. Esta cifra es quizás más cerca de los 18,000 en vez de los 15,000. La raza multirraciales también ha subido a 5,000 y los asiáticos también ha subido a 3,000.
We are also experiencing staff shortages, which is one of our major concerns. One of the things that I have learned is that in our county, we're not necessarily compensating the people that work in this school district in a competitive manner.
Una de las cosas que hemos aprendido es que hay una escasez de personal. He aprendido que no estamos compensando a nuestro personal debidamente en este condado.
And it's just not our teachers. We're talking about cafeteria workers. We have people in our county making less than $13 an hour. That's not even a livable wage. So we have to do a better job in that area. And as you can see, just with our teachers, we're ranked 20 out of 24 school districts, but we live in the third wealthiest county. It doesn't make any sense.
Y no son solo nuestros maestros los que necesitan un mejor salario, sino son el otro personal por igual. Nuestros personal de la cafetería, algunos hacen como $13 la hora, que no es una cantidad apropiada para poder vivir en ese condado. Anne Arundel está entre los 20 de los 24 condados en el área aquí de Anne Arundel. Y es uno de los más ricos, pero es en el cuarto lugar de pago al maestro personal.
I'm struggling to click things here. We also have experienced some transportation issues, and we wanted to update you because we are making a lot of progress in improving our transportation services.
También hemos tenido bastante problemas con la transportación y nos hemos concentrado en esta área también.
We currently have 53 bus driver vacancies. We have 59 potential drivers in training. We started our alternative vehicle program on December 5th, which allowed for us to restore transportation for 2,400 students. And then we're having ongoing discussions on route identification for potential changes at the semester break, because we believe that no family should have to go the entire school year without transportation.
Actualmente tenemos unas 53 plazas vacantes en el área de transportación y tenemos unos 59 conductores que están en entrenamiento. Desde diciembre hemos comenzado un servicio de vehículos alternativos que ha disminuido el número de estudiantes que están sin transportación. Se les ha restaurado el transporte a los 2,400 estudiantes y aún estamos en conversación para buscar posibles cambios en las rutas para que haya menos vacancias.
All right, and so here's some data that I think is important that we provide for you all as a community, so you have an idea of how we are performing on various indicators, and ultimately solicit your help in ensuring that we are doing a great job of moving our students to higher bands.
Entonces aquí vean, estamos en estas áreas en que queremos tomar estas áreas más allá para que nuestros estudiantes puedan mejorar en estas áreas.
So this is some of our readiness for kindergarten data, and this data tells us that at this point as a school district, we have 49.7% of our white students are entering kindergarten on grade level. Our multiracial population is at 40.3%. Our Hispanic population is at 17.2%. African Americans at 30%. And then when you look at our special education population, our farms, ELL, you can see the difference. The overall county average is 39.3. So we have a lot of room to continue to improve. And it also lets us know that it's important that we have early childhood opportunities expanded in this school district.
Los datos que hemos obtenido sobre la separación de los estudiantes que están preparados para el kinder indican que el 49.7% de los estudiantes natos están preparados para el kinder, los multirraciales 40%, los hispanos un 17%, los afroamericanos 30%, y luego los de educación especial, los estudiantes que reciben alimentos escolares gratuitos y los estudiantes que tienen otro idioma, aparte del inglés como primer idioma, forman un 39.3%. Así como ven, tenemos el potencial para crecimiento grande en esta área.
Here's also some data on our graduation rates, and this is one of the more positive data slides that we have, where you can see every single one of our student groups have made progress, and the school district's graduation rate is over 90%, and that's for the first time that has occurred. So we know that there's a lot of work taking place to help kids meet their graduation requirements. But just like we have this kind of progress here with graduation rates, we want to see similar progress with how our kids are performing on those academic indicators.
De nuestras áreas más positivas, como pueden ver, hemos avanzado en el número de estudiantes que se gradúan de las escuelas aquí en el área, en el condado de Anne Arundel County. Y así como hemos visto un crecimiento en esta área, también queremos ver un crecimiento grande en las otras áreas para que avancen en la educación.
All right, so before we get ready to break you all into groups, I just have a couple of other things that I want to offer to you all. So I'll let you say that.
Partimos en grupos pequeños, hay otra cosa que les digo.
We are making a commitment in our budget to increase the number of bilingual employees that we have in the school district.
Nos estamos prometiendo en nuestro presupuesto en aumentar el número de personal bilingüe que tenemos en este distrito.
It is very difficult to find bilingual educators and people who want to work in the school district. So I am asking you all for help. We want to do everything in our power to make sure that we have a staff that kind of represents all of the changes that are happening in the county. We're becoming more and more diverse, but we need help. And I'm asking you all for help with helping us to recruit potential people who want to work in the school district who are bilingual.
Pero nos es muy difícil encontrar un personal bilingüe que quiera trabajar en el sistema escolar, y es por eso que les pedimos ayuda a ustedes, que nos ayuden a llenar estas vacancies con personal bilingüe. No lo podemos hacer sin su ayuda. Necesitamos la ayuda de ustedes para encontrar personal bilingüe que quiera trabajar por nosotros.
Finally, you have my commitment that this school district will do its part to make sure that we are being inclusive in the decisions that we make as far as our direction in terms of curriculum, programs, any of those things that I think could cause us to cut out certain communities. We're going to be very focused on making sure that all communities feel that they are welcome and they are included in this school district.
Y estoy comprometido a ser inclusivo en incluir a todas las comunidades para no dejar a nadie fuera de este desarrollo que queremos.
I started an international welcome center in the Kansas City Public School District last year, and we felt that it would allow for us to have a one-stop shop to help all of our parents who were showing up and our students who were showing up from different parts of the world. And we have a program here in this school district that I'm committed to making sure that we expand.
En Kansas City yo inventé un centro internacional de bienvenida en el cual era un lugar donde teníamos todos los servicios necesarios para darle la bienvenida a las familias internacionales que estaban llegando a ese condado. Nosotros tenemos un centro internacional de bienvenida aquí en este condado y quiero agradarlo y hacerlo mejor.
So, I want to thank you all before we bring Andrea back up to close us out and to get us into our activities. Thank you for this turnout tonight. Thank you to our building principal, our faculty and staff who are here today, keeping some of our students in there and having them to watch movies. But most importantly, thank you all for coming out tonight. I think we're going to learn a tremendous amount from you all tonight. Thank you.
Gracias. Antes de darle la bienvenida otra vez a Andrea, les quiero dar las gracias a todo el personal, a los maestros que vinieron esta noche y a los que están cuidando a los niños, pero más que nada, gracias a ustedes que tomaron el tiempo para venir esta noche.
We are also, I will go ahead and say this now, we do not have a single dual language campus in the Anne Arundel County Public School System. And our goal is to make Tyler Heights the first dual language campus in this school district?
Yo pienso que es una escuela que sea bilingüe, que tengan dos lenguajes. Queremos hacer Tyler Heights la primera escuela que sea de dos lenguas.